subscribe. I repatriated 4 years ago, and after coming over about 8 years ago, and I share my journey. In any case, it's been on my mind to make a few videos. However, been kind of busy. So, in any case, there's a lot going on here in the Gambia with regards to, just overall division. Overall division. Many people have used their status to exploit the people who are looking on, wanting to come to the Gambia, particularly in the land sector. Many people brought land, and today they are having major problems with their land. We're not going to go into any specifics about where the land or whatever the case may be. We just want to look at the idea. So many people, I've spoke to many people in the past, and let me tell you, don't get distracted by people who don't have any interest here in the Gambia. All right, people that aren't over here, too many people that have not made the transition to come to the Gambia. I see I got 5 people up here. What's up, my 5 people? Uh, you know, but in any case, we are looking to come back to the continent and make a positive contribution. And as we see the state as it is, that is not manifesting. There's a huge issue here with land. There's people that are coming to the country looking to get their land, and they cannot get their land. It's unfortunate. However, we have to learn to move in a organized and intelligent fashion. Just to jump at our individualistic mindset uh, uh, plan, as far as coming over here, it didn't work for us in the States. So if you're not the type of person that can't work with other people or don't want to work with other people, you're not going to be successful here. This is about community. This is about family. It's about basic respect, for your brother and sister. It's just so much foolishness going on. I'm not going to address anything that do not represent, us and our integrity. And, so if we're not working together, we'll always have people that'll come and they'll use their status to bring about chaos and confusion, and we saw that in the past where we had YouTubers here that were taking advantage of the market, and they created the most amount of chaos so that they can do all of their underhanded activities, which coming to the surface now. And I don't even have to talk about it because it's all there on YouTube. Everything is there for everyone to dissect and look at, you know, um, and really see where the problem in the Gambia is. And we're talking about the Gambia, and we're focusing on the Gambia, and we have to address it. Many people are coming over here and they are having a horrible experience. If anyone is watching this and they have a bad experience with land, contact me. I'll try to put you in the right. I'll put you in the right. Give you the information I know, but if you research it, most of the information is out there, and it's unfortunately like myself. Coming here, I'm in the court. I got so many court cases going on, and I didn't invest and come over here to be going after damages because of people that should be helping. And that's what the situation is. And it's universal. It's universal. Our problem in America is our problem here in the Gambia. The only thing that'll free you up from those problems is if you deal exclusively with Gambians. It's better for you, Gambians, and that are here, and people that are qualified people, people that have a track record of success in doing what they're doing. You're always gonna bump your head. There's going to be some learning curves. And then if you can actually get with people who have experience, it'll make it that much easier for you. I've always made myself available. At one time, I was speaking to many people uh, all the way into the wee hours of the night, when I first started out. And then when I went to my second phase here, I actually started getting paid $80 for a half-hour consultation. And you got to understand, you guys are talking to people who have invested, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars here, and that information is valuable. But nothing's going to work for anybody. 80% of the people, they're going to fail when they're come over. The local market, they don't have money like that. They don't have money to support the type of businesses that we're creating, unless we're importing electronics, unless we're importing hardware, equipments and things like that to help infrastructure. Look at the girls; they're going to the mosque right now. Salam alaikum. Hey. Oh, they come to get their sari boo. So today is Korite, and this is a day where they're celebrating. Okay, hold on 1 minute. So normally I give the kids candy and throw it from here, but they want sali boo. Say hi. That's my little niece there. Let me get them something right quick. Hey, could you take care of the girls? There's some Hallis here. Where? Grab some. Right there. They're in front of the compound. I said, the money is where? It's inside the drawer. So most people that are coming over here, I've been here and I'm not going anywhere. Like I told people in the past, listen, I am not going anywhere. I have family here. I'm married here. I integrated. The people that are coming and that's not integrating like that, those are the ones that are fly by night. We have people that have never been over here, on YouTube, giving their, not even giving their opinion of what's going on, being manipulated to bring negative over the movement and over the movement makers. And now those who know, that's close to the situation, we're seeing this everything come out, and huge wrong has been done. Fee, mungi. The door is closed. Mungi fee, wow. I can't go down. Send mama. Yeah. So we have to look at it. People that are not here, people that are spewing the most hate onto this movement, acting completely out of their mind, and have no, qualms about going on to social media. And it's so much darkness, man. It's so much darkness here, amongst our people in the form of, petty jealousy, hate, greed, envy, same things that we face in the West. So in looking at that, people are still coming over. People are still coming over, but we're largely divided. And, people who are going and starting endeavor in businesses, trust me, I'm here. Those businesses aren't being successful because when you come over here, you're going to get taken advantage of if you don't understand who you're dealing with. The majority of the people that came over and brought land, they are in situations. They are in situations where they could possibly lose their money, and their land. Maftit, peace. I wanted to, just speak to my people, man, because a lot of people are misguided, and a lot of people take foolishness for guidance as well, and then they'll put it out there, and try to stop that voice. Early on when I came out of my compound after 2.5 years, I was teaching right here at my compound. I taught a large number of people. If you go to my site, investrelocate.africa.com, you'll see some there. You'll also see a roadmap of what we need to do to build as a community, and that's all being done. I have a huge piece of land, all of that's there, and what I'm doing. The urgent update is a lot of people that brought land is going to be left with the short end of the stick. All right, instead of coming getting their land, they have to go through a court process now. If you started building on your land, you probably You can't build. They said stop everything, and it's been an ongoing dispute. I haven't been in. This been going on for about 3 months that the information has been out there, but only recently I got involved because two people that I know personally, they got caught up in the mix. They got caught up in the mix, and and that's in the U.S. We caught up in the mix as well. How we spend our money. How we spend our money. The 4th of July just passed. Christmas come around. The holidays. Just the general. Day to day going out to all of the franchises that we go to, and we spend our money into that. No longer are we cooking at home. No longer are we sitting down eating and breaking bread together. The whole house is just disrupted. More than half of the youth, they say, are on their smartphones more than half of the day. Just think about it. I'm on it a lot, but I'm always doing business and things like that. However, even so we with the movement here, if you go to my website, investrelocateafrica.com. This is a website that I put together over 8 years ago because someone asked me to build a site for them, and I said, you know what, nope, I'll make an example. I talked about it on my live, and one of the guys that started out with us, he called in and bore witness. You understand? And that website has been able to generate uh, uh, hundreds of thousands of dollars in investment, over 100,000 and millions of dollars in land development plan. I see comments coming up here, but I'm trying to figure out how to work this. Let me see. Hold on a second. The Gambian government not wanting black Westerners to invest and buy in the Gambia. Right. Okay, so Wolf, let me go to channel. I'm trying to put that. Sometimes you can make it show up, but there's been talk about there's been talk about diaspora, or people coming into the country. They want to have more controls over the land. There's foreigners that's coming in and they're buying land. There's individuals now from diaspora coming in selling land, and the problem is they want to have something for the future for their children. They don't want to wake up 20 years from now and then everything around them is owned by foreigners who are not contributing back into the local economies. Okay, we got to think about that. That's not sustainable. Look at the boys right there. Lalik. Yeah, so everybody's looking nice today. I have to put on my clothes, and we're gonna go around the family house today. You know, um, but in any case, those wanting to come over, and those who I spoke to a sister yesterday, and she was a couple days ago. And if you're watching this, sister, I'm gonna get back to you. I'm making some things happen, and she was like, I'm sorry for the conduct of my people. I'm sorry for the conduct. Professional people are out there looking over here. We don't need the garbage on YouTube. We don't need the garbage at no level, the going back and forth, the calling of names, and you know all of that. We just have to. We don't have a lot of people doing it, but it's a lot going on behind the scenes that encourage that type of behavior. But wickedness carry its own seed of destruction. When you get behind and you support people that are doing wrong, it always come around and come back to you. Many people are here. Many people are looking. People aren't fools. They see what's going on, and between the different people here, the YouTube camps, and what they don't see is unity. And there's been a lot of underhanded crookedness that has taken place. Oh, check this out. Tyron, his neighbor in New York, he spent 10,000 on fireworks. And there's people starving. Because we're maintaining that American concept, that American life. That American ideal. Every year we're looking forward to Christmas. Every year we're looking forward to Thanksgiving. Every year we're looking forward to 4th of July. Okay, Valvin G, I helped you out. I helped you while you was here. Yes, sir. That's what I do. If I'm here and I can help, you understand what I'm saying. Especially if I link with you, You definitely have to be somebody that's important because I'm busy. I got a family here, and then a lot of people that I help come over, they end up, just turning, into just, turning to the dark side, turning to the dark side. She's a woman. Oh, okay, sister. Yeah, a lot of people, whether you know it or not, I help a lot of people come over working with the people that I've worked with in the past that were very influential here at one point or another. At the and like I said, I had problems with them, and I always tell everybody I'm not going nowhere. Now, one person I had a problem with, they're gone, and people are looking for them about their land, their business. They brought land from this individual and his ex-wife, and nobody's nowhere to be found. But he was saying a couple of years that I was going to be out of here. I'm not going anywhere. I got my son. My son right here. He looked just like me, and right in this room behind me. And I'm about to go get with him in a second here. But in any case, we see a lot of the people that was here initially pushing. They don't have organizations, and their life is things are breaking down in their life. And the sad thing is that as we watch this, we're looking at these people to be a model, and they're chasing after material things. Nobody's chasing after or pointing towards a community collective, you know, um, gathering or projects. Everybody's saying, they're saying, hey, we can make it over here. Just come over, get your piece of land, build your house. Brother Andre, I saw him the other day down at turntable. He was like that carrot. It's the same carrot from the States, here. If you don't have any stable income, which most people don't have, if you have some fixed income, you can make it happen here. You can make it happen. You have a little bit of savings, and you can do that relatively. It's a lot easier to make it here than in the States. However, when you come over, you definitely have to not get with the wrong people because they're going to steer you in the wrong direction. You understand? So, like I said, you might just work within, everybody needs to spread out, work within the communities. Work with the communities. They'll give you land. I have a huge piece of land, and I will be a citizen in just a couple years. Okay? I will be a citizen because I'm going up on 5 years being married here. All right. So you guys have to think about how you moving and what you're doing and who you listening to and what they're doing and what they're saying and what they're trying to do. Because it's going to be a lot more energy against you coming and being successful than it is that's going to support you in coming over. Most of the concepts that that we're going towards is not going to be successful. I talked about the other day, how people are building houses, and I show like right off my compound over here. There's a compound there. It's two structures there, and they're building another structure. They actually have a little store right in the middle of it. So and it's about 15 to 20 people there, and you have that all around. But you notice to the right and the left side, they're empty lots. So the boys can jump over there and they can get inside. So that's how we're building. But most of the the majority of communities are compounds where you have three generations living on a compound. You have three generations. So we come over here with our Western mindset, and then we are building houses that isolated like that. You know, they don't have government assistance in EBT here. People hungry, they're gonna break into your house. It happens. It happens. But if we have a community and we have security, top flight security, Day Day and Craig, if we have a community. If you look on my website, Invest Relocate Africa, you'll see .com. You'll see a roadmap, and we started developing that. And it's just an idea. It's an idea where we would set up a trust, and we would get a banker, a developer. You'll see it all there. Get people to commit. We have 30 people right now that's committing to a build. And trust me, our land is going to be a lot further than where everyone else is. Okay, so that's what we want. We want a community that's a truly off-grid community, and we can build within that community all of the basic uh, basic things that we need. In Atlanta, I was listening to Go Black the other day. He was talking about manicures, and getting pedicures and stuff like that. When I moved to Atlanta from the Northeast, I got married down there. I was married for 18 years. My wife was into that. I was like, man, I'm not getting none of that stuff. Massage, them doing my feet. Nah, I'm straight. But eventually, I developed the, acquired the taste for that type of, just being pampered. You understand what I'm saying? Being pampered. And, we want to have a spa. Here you're not going to get that type of, pampering. We used to go to Jeju in Atlanta. We used to go out there like 5, 6 deep. We'd be there 3 o'clock in the morning. Getting massages in the steam room. You know what I mean? Anybody know Jeju out there? Where that's Marietta. I've been to Sedona, Arizona multiple times, and that's a big place for holistic healing. So we want to have a clubhouse that have a state-of-the-art spa in there. The clubhouse, the business center. We want a business center where people can go on and get access to high-speed internet. Check the roadmap out. I wanted to jump on right quick. I'm not going to stay long. I wanted to address some things, but I'm not going to address anything up here. Just look at the character of people and the logic behind what they're doing. Anything against me, the prosecutors have informed everybody that all the charges or anything, all of that stuff has been dropped. It's not going nowhere. Nobody else can come behind with the same argument. It's all contracts. So if you guys are seeing any of that nonsense, it's all nonsense. And, we're going to let the legal system take care of this last remnant. But people are devastated from what happened with the land. People are devastated. People don't know where their money is. That for land that they brought, they never got any documents. And these are people dating back a couple years ago. Like I said, I talked to over 1,000 people, so I know everybody. I know everybody. I know their house size, their specification, their income, because they put that in our database. And I was the one to speak with them and see their time frame and see how we can work together. That didn't happen. It was just a run on, our own ideas, and it turned out to be devastating. The main person that was leading everybody just created an environment where a lot of people right now, like I said, at the end of the day, they brought land and they can't get access to it. Nobody's talking. They have to get lawyers. They have to get lawyers. So if you're someone that is in a situation like that, and we all take losses. I took my losses here. I'm the first one that brought land. People ask me all the time, where your land at? It's none of your business. I'm not going to put it on camera so you can see and try to mess things up. It's just horrible. It's horrible how people, I got business going on. I got things going on for myself. I don't have time to be up here, talking about lying, first of all, and talking about things that do not impact us in a positive way. All of that needs to stop, but it's going to come with consequences. Anybody that's watching and really have concern about, building. I mean, we can go into communities and we can build. We have to have a health care, a wellness center. We can build a big clubhouse and have a small clinic inside there where we can, do our own, at least the basic stuff. We can do blood work. We can do, scannings and stuff like that or whatever. There's a couple of years ago, I was speaking with a lot of people in the healthcare industry that were coming over and saying that they can get, containers of stuff donated. Okay. Now think about this. Someone that's trying to build community and someone that's not, they're going to view that in two different ways. Someone that's not trying to build community, they don't care about somebody being able to, because they don't have the logistics for it. It's not in their mind. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, okay, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. You can go, yeah, you can do that. But if the community, we're taking this information in to benefit everybody, not just what I'm doing. It's hundreds of people, thousands of people that can benefit from this lady sending over this medical equipment. It's my responsibility if I'm a true community activist or a Pan-African to say, hey, listen, we need to get that. We need to get that over here. However, as I said, as there is a push towards, these capitalistic values, it is, and and taking advantage of people. Some people are able, when people get on the YouTube, like certain people, Watermile come through and he'll see them and things of that nature, and people are sitting in the West. They want to see what's going on. They want to see what's taking place here in the Gambia or other parts of Africa. But the people that you guys are watching, 80% of them are out doing it for just their own career, their own self. They're building their self like the Western style, you know, and that's going to take place. That's going to cause problems when, because with capitalism, there's a lot of underhanded tactics that go with that when you feel like competition you're gonna start getting competition, then you start doing things, you start running smear campaigns. You understand what I mean? And that's what we saw, man, and it crippled and it hurt a lot of people, and it's unfortunate. It's life, and it happens. Now we know, when we hear that language about community, we know how important it is. A lot of people are getting turned back after a few bad experiences because there's no place for us to go. We need a hotel. We should have one big building. Let me close this door. One big building, the Diaspora Continental. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I see them eating there, but thanks everybody for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I will make sure I give you guys the best of the content coming out of the Gambia. Peace. You can hit me up, QuasyBoyd@yahoo.com, and I promise I'll get right back to you. Tyron, if you hit me up, KWESIBOYD@yahoo.com, I'll answer your questions for you. Peace.